Welcome back to Floater Gang. Today we'll be doing another head-to-head. We'll be doing LeBron James versus his teammate Anthony Davis. Who is better? Lauren, start us off.
All right, so basically, the two Lakers stars on a Laker team that underperforms, and one's an ancient dinosaur. One's Anthony Davis, not getting any younger. Gets hated for consistency. He really hasn't been bad though this season. They're both averaging almost the same amount of points, 25. Um, and Anthony Davis, right, is pretty much all caliber defense. You can make the claim he's the best defense in the league. He's certainly top five, probably at least top three for anybody, just because of how good he is at just anything defensively, really. He's just a superstar defensively. He's gigantic. Can guard really 1 through 5, right? You don't want him guarding a point guard, but he's surprisingly mobile for a huge guy like that.
Yeah.
LeBron James has been surprisingly good defensively. He's averaging the most steals he has since his incredible 2018, right? Pretty much should have been an MVP campaign. So he's doing surprisingly good. Obviously, he's not really guarding superstar most of the time. But really, there's for me, this kind of comes down, I guess you could say in a way, defense versus playmaking. And I have to take LeBron James. He just elevates his team more than anybody else. Anthony Davis doesn't have that leadership desire or strive or will, it seems like. And I feel like if it was just Davis playing for the next 30 games, I feel like he would be in a lot more trouble. Just kind of making players better around him. I think there's still obviously he's great. I'm not trying to diss. I'm not saying he would make them worse. I just think LeBron is better at that. And then two, right? If we're talking about, for example, game on the line, I'd rather have LeBron give the ball to LeBron James and let him make a decision with the ball, like him shoot it than Anthony Davis. I've been disappointed with Anthony Davis many times in clutch times, even defensively. But no, he's great. I'm taking LeBron James. Those are kind of some of my reasons. I don't think it's that close, just because I thought if Davis was averaging 30 points, I think it would be closer. Or then I think I might take Davis. But
Mhm. Well, so I think in general, you got to go Braun. Just 'cause, I mean, who do they go to in clutch time? It's LeBron. Who do they go to when they need a bucket? It's LeBron. Who do they go to when they need a play? It's LeBron. Um, but in general, I think, um, I mean, Anthony Davis, I mean, statistically, you could argue he's been better this year. Statistically, you could argue this is his best year, I don't know, since his first year on the Lakers. I mean, he's shooting really well from the field. His three-point shot is going down I mean, above 30%, which he hasn't done since his first year with the Lakers. So, I mean, I think this is AD's best year in a really long time. Obviously, he's rebounding the ball well. I mean, I think he would be the defensive player of the year if the Lakers just, locked in a little bit. Their defense is kind of mediocre, um, so far this year, but we'll see. We'll see if he gets. I mean, I think Rudy Gobert is probably the favorite just because his team is so good defensively. But I mean, defensively, you could argue he's the best player in the league. You know, 3.5 stocks per game. I think only Wemby averages more. Um, and obviously 25 points a game. We've always harped on his inconsistency offensively, but this year it's been. I mean, he hasn't had those amazing 50-point breakouts like years past, but he's still putting up, consistent 25, consistent 10, Uh, so I just wanted to make a case for Anthony Davis, but in general, I think you got to go LeBron. Like Lauren said, he's still putting up 25 points a game. He's 39 years old. His defense, while it's of course worse than it was back in his prime, it's been better this year than it was last year. At
it's
least,
overhated, quite frankly. And
yeah,
he has the lowest field goal percentage of any player in the league right now, when
yeah,
guarded by LeBron. And
hmm
again, these aren't superstars, but okay. So where everybody else then? If everybody else is not guarding superstars, where are their
yeah,
amazing opponent?
and
That's an impressive feat. That's less
for
common to
sure.
hate. He's not the best defender in the league. He's not top 10. He's not top 15. But that's an impressive feat. Let's give him some flowers for it.
Yeah, I think years past, we did see some laziness on the defensive end, but this year I think it's been
Yeah.
elevated for sure.
Yeah, I mean we've also
And
seen LeBron show up on defense too when he needs to. I mean, he he's
oh yeah,
no he's known to be a guy that will show up if he needs to. So
for
that's
sure.
what he has to do a
Well,
lot this
yeah,
season because nobody else on the Lakers is showing up besides him and Davis.
yeah. I mean, in years past, also always the case. Even when like last year he wasn't a great defender, but he always stepped it up when he needed
Mhm.
to. Um, but I think this year he's just been better overall, and he's averaging the most points. Or uh, LeBron's averaging less minutes than he has basically his entire Laker career. He only had 1 year averaging less minutes, and that was the year that that he suffered a lot of injuries. And so I think if he played more, obviously he's older, so he can't play more. But I think if he played as much as he usually does, his stats would be better. So I got to go with LeBron.
Yeah. Back to your Davis point earlier too. He might not be dropping the 50s, but I think for the Lakers and just in general, I think it's a lot more valuable right now knowing Davis can consistently drop 20 to 30
Yeah,
points than knowing he can drop 50 one game, but he might only drop 10 the next two games. Um,
Ironic how inconsistent the Lakers have been, despite Davis being consistent.
it is.
Yeah, but I mean, overall, Davis's future is bright, especially if he can stay healthy like he is right now. I mean, he's a really good all-around player. I think he's learning from LeBron a little bit in the playmaking as well. Obviously, he's not anywhere close to one of the best playmakers or anything like that, but he has had a few games too where his assist number surprises me when it goes to like 7 every once in a while. But I think that there's good, just a good look for him, showing he's learning. Like you said, he's not getting any younger, but it's not like he's that old yet. I think he's still 28 or 29.
He's 30.
He's 30 now. But I mean, he still has years ahead of him. So I think that's good. But I mean, LeBron is just like you said, maybe defense is the one thing that Davis is better at, but LeBron James, if he needs to, will show up on defense too. So he is overall just a more, I think, reliable and better, well-rounded player to have on a team and leader too. Davis, I don't think is quite there yet. I mean, LeBron has shown it his whole career. He's a great leader. So LeBron is the better player right now, but Davis is definitely pretty close, and he's definitely making a mark this year. For potential, I mean, I don't think he's going to get MVP, but he's definitely with consistency and really good numbers. He's really good there. And then, like you said, Lauren, Defensive Player of the Year could definitely be something he wins this year if he stays healthy and the Lakers start winning a little bit more.
I mean, and I want to give credit to AD. He has been healthy lately.
Hmm.
I can't remember how long ago it was, but he had played like the Lakers, like 79 of the past Lakers 82 games. And that's just something we've never seen from AD.
Yeah, this
Um,
year he's played 41 of their 43 games so far.
yeah,
That's really impressive for Anthony Davis.
yeah.
He's already
I
played
mean,
more games than he did the not last season, the 2 seasons
mhm,
before that, the 2 seasons after their championship. He's already played
yeah,
more this season than he has in each of those seasons.
it's awesome.
Yeah, awesome. Also, fun fact for you, just because Deacon was talking about 3-point percentage since like his first season. So that first season was when they
Mhm.
won that chip, and he did have his best 3-point percentage, like Deacon said, and he was actually shooting more than 3 times as many 3-pointers than he is right now. And also, fun fact, he was playing power forward. We've talked about this before, but I don't know. We're all picking LeBron for the head-to-head. I just need to hit this through again. It's just frustrating right now being a Lakers fan. He shot more than 3 times as many 3-pointers right now. Still had his best 3-point percentage of his Lakers days, almost of his career. And he was playing power forward. So yes, he got a few less rebounds than he is right now, but he also averaged more points than he is right now. Like it was just a more comfortable Davis. It was just a better Davis. And guess what? LeBron played point guard. I don't know what we're doing. I feel like the recipe is right there. We're not trying to take some guys that haven't won the chip before and make them win the chip. No, these two best guys have actually won the chip before, and they play a completely different position than they are right now. Should we try that? I don't know. Maybe it's a good idea, but who? What do I know?
Well, you
Well,
see,
so I mean, I totally like. First of all, firing Frank Vogel was really dumb when they
Yeah,
did at the time, and then also I completely understand that want to play AD at power forward. I just don't think they really have the right center. Christian Wood, he's a great bench piece, but he can't quite hang with those other centers. Um, Defensively, I mean he's a twig. And And Jackson Hayes is
Okay,
just
okay.
bad at basketball.
Okay, the Warriors have Kevon Looney. Like, there's so many centers. Like, it's the modern
I know,
NBA.
but
Here's
he's a
and
big
also,
body.
and so
He's
you
thick.
can't switch Davis. You can't have Davis guard on defense. You can't have him guard the centers. Like, you just can't do that or what? Like, and also all the inconsistency of all the different lineups that have been tried. You're telling me you can't try that lineup for 10 games? Like, you can't try for 10 games.
Well, here's the thing. Well, so first of all, Christian Wood plays a lot on the perimeter anyway. So like if he's not the center on defense, then he's not the center on offense, then he's just not the center, you know.
It's
Um,
just two big guys out there. And tell David, tell Wood, hey, do your thing. Hey, your responsibility. It's responsibility. It's a mental game, right? If Davis right now is like, well, I'm the big guy. That's my job. X's and O's. I'm down there. It's my responsibility first overall to get the rebounds above anybody else. Like it's my job to be down there. It's giving him freedom. Christian Wood, you're gonna limit him a little bit, but that's part of being a role player. Like, do your thing, shoot threes, stretch the floor. That's why he's awesome for the modern NBA right now too. Being a big, he'd be great. Very flexible for switches on defense. Can pop a three, but he can still guard center for one, two if you don't want to. Sure, put Davis on him. You got a big lineup. That's not a problem. But it's freeing Davis. It's literally just freeing Davis.
yeah, but this is going back to what I've said previously. I just don't like the Lakers roster construction because I completely understand the idea of playing Davis at power forward. It's very enticing. I don't love Christian Wood playing center. I don't love Justin Hayes playing center. Um, I mean, like you said, like a guy like Dwight Howard is just not available anymore. I mean, Dwight Howard specifically is not available anymore. But um, going and getting a guy, let's see, like a Jared Allen. I don't know how realistic the Cavs would be for trading him, but getting a guy like that could rim protect, that could roll, that could rebound. I think that would be the ideal fit next to AD. If we're talking about playing AD at power forward, I don't want Christian Wood at center. I would rather a guy like Jared Allen.
I just want to see. I'm just so like I just understand. We're trying everything. I don't like it's. I don't think it's ideal. I don't disagree with you there, but I also think you're blowing it. Like I think I don't know what you're. I don't, maybe I'm reading your point wrong, but I also don't think it's that big of a deal. Like he's. It's not like he's small. It's not like he's incapable of playing down there. It's not like all these things. Like he can still be capable. It might. I don't see it as an ideal fit either. I still think that the risk reward. I think the reward could be great. I think you can still have a really really good team. There's a world in where Christian Wood is their number five guy or like they send him and Davis out there, and you have those two bigs, and they could just be insane. There's definitely that world out there, just because like I don't see it going horribly wrong, even if he's not ideal. And at the very very least, especially with how bad we're playing, with how consistent we're playing, with the amount of rotations that we are trying, why haven't you tried that? Like Ham is trying every single thing
But
besides the
switching
things that make
Davis to
sense,
center.
besides playing LeBron at point guard, which he played to
Well, he
win a
did do that a few
championship.
times, but he hasn't played Davis at power forward as far as I'm concerned.
That was the combo. It was both. It's not just
True.
one. So do both. But
True. But anyways, I think we've
but
gotten a little sidetracked with the head-to-head and
yes,
Davis
I just want to
is
put that out there.
LeBron. But I think we all agreed that LeBron is still the better player. Davis is a really good up-and-coming player. So let us
Up
know
and
who you
coming.
guys take. Is Davis better than LeBron yet? But yeah, but that floater gang out.